The current value of Bitcoin is more than $36,000. With its cost increasing day by day, everyone in the society is eager to try their hands in this gold rush. The well-known cryptocurrency that attracts people from all over the world hides many secrets and fascinating things. Earlier, Bitcoin mining needed only a computer and internet. You would let your PC do the mining while you sleep, and if you got lucky you would have some Bitcoins mined in the morning. This strategy doesn't work anymore, as companies are creating mining farms with thousands of computers doing the computing and mining Bitcoins all day long. What exactly are Bitcoin mines? It's a warehouse environment which manufactures Bitcoin every day. The servers in the room do that by solving a difficult math problem called a cryptographic hashing function. In the simplest possible terms, they're solving a puzzle that's generated by the Bitcoin network. About every 10 minutes a new puzzle or block in the chain is released. The reward for solving that puzzle is currently 12.5 Bitcoins. Working together, all the Bitcoin miners on Earth unlock about 1,800 Bitcoins each day. There are ASIC processors, which stands for Application-Specific Integrated Circuit, in these mines. This hardware was specifically introduced for mining Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as it consumes less power and has higher computing power. The chip design is specifically to run the protocol that is Bitcoin blockchain. It has specifically a chip designed to run that code at a much higher rate of speed. Bitcoin mines are usually located in large spaces housing several computers dedicated to mining one or more cryptocurrencies. These computers consume a lot of energy and need to be kept cool, hence the need for air conditioning to prevent them from overheating. Due to these factors, the Bitcoin farms are usually located in cold regions and areas with cheap electricity. What exactly happens in Bitcoin mining? Bitcoin mining is essentially processing the transactions and adding links to the blockchain. Each link in the chain created every 10 minutes contains about 2,500 transactions. How do these miners earn money? They do not earn while creating the Bitcoins, but they earn while selling it. They create the Bitcoins, wait for the prices to go up, and then they sell it. After selling, they expand their operate function. Expansion is essential because as more Bitcoin miners come online and servers become more powerful, the puzzles become more difficult to solve. The Bitcoin mining algorithm continuously adjusts to keep the mining rate constant. One block in the chain equaling 12.5 Bitcoin every 10 minutes. And the Bitcoin algorithm only allows for the creation of 21 million Bitcoin, meaning the last Bitcoin will be mined in a year 2140. There are Bitcoin mines literally everywhere. Wherever there's an internet connection, but most notably in places like Russia, China, Canada, Venezuela, and the United States. One such operation is situated within a series of ordinary-looking sheds by an abandoned World War II airstrip near Keflavik Airport in the west of Iceland. Inside the 400 square meter sheds are shelves and shelves of whirring computers, reportedly as loud when they're running in full flow as a jet engine taking off. And they're always running, working hard to crack the next code and acquire the next precious cryptocurrency bounty ahead of competition all over the world. This Icelandic operation called Enigma was established in 2014. There are tens of thousands of individual computers working flat out around the clock mining coins. Each of the many thousands of identical units boasts its own fan, and the ceiling of the sheds are supported by 6 giant ceiling turbines that are working 24/7 with a combined mechanical force of 260 washing machines. This constant cool airflow is essential to keep the computational hardware at optimal working temperatures. That's because any burnout or interruption to the mining process literally costs money, with individual coins trading at many hundreds of dollars. Each unit consists of a main board, and into each main board is plugged 6 GPUs or graphics processing units. Crypto mining experts have found that these GPUs are far more efficient at the kind of lightning-fast number crunching required to solve those all-important hashing problems. Take a market standard GPU like a Radeon brand HG5970. It can execute some 3,232-bit instructions per clock. That's 800 times more than the speed of a regular CPU or central processing unit that executes only 4 32-bit instructions per clock. Logistically getting hold of the many thousands of CUDAs has proven tough, particularly in a competitive marketplace. So companies like Genesis frequently order direct from the manufacturer, even insisting on modifications to the boards in order to improve efficiency and manage costs at scale. For their Enigma facility in Iceland, Genesis have also created a dedicated smart hardware monitoring software known as Genesis Hive. This is important. If part of your giant mining system goes down, you really don't want to be personally going around each of the tens of thousands of computers, all of them with 6 CUDAs, your soldering iron and screwdriver in hand to identify that one annoying dodgy wire. The Hive software also makes recommendations for firmware updates and keeps an eye on those all-important temperatures, advising when a region of the facility is drifting outside agreed tolerances. Next one is Bitfury, which is one of the biggest and the oldest Bitcoin mining farms, with its history dating back to 2011. The company uses several softwares for Bitcoin mining, so it's impossible to calculate its hash rate. However, it is undeniable that it is one of the largest farms in the world. All the company's big operations are controlled from Amsterdam's headquarters by its founder and CEO Valery Vavilov. Bitfury has designed 7 generations of its own specialized microchips under his leadership, and his net worth was estimated to more than $1 billion. Unlike others, this one isn't located in one specific country but has its huge facilities and centers in cities like Tokyo, London, Dubai, or Moscow. In 2020, Bitfury was one of many companies that donated some of its GPU-based computing power for coronavirus research. Next two are the 2 big companies launched by the most famous Bitcoin owner, Dave Carlson. Mega Big Power was a success that was particularly strong in the great boom of Bitcoin in 2014. In 2017, he decided to launch a new venture called Gigawatt, which became one of the biggest Bitcoin mining companies this planet has ever seen. Everything was all suns and rainbows until the news about bankruptcy started spreading, what definitely scared the hell out of its customers, especially after the overpraised founder silently left the company. 2 months after the announced end of this Bitcoin giant, the company was still able to continue up until both access and power to the facilities in which Gigawatt operates have been banned. China's mining farm in Dalian, named by its location, is the most profitable farm globally, with 4,050 bitcoins mined per month, which is currently about $150 million, but might be worth $1 million more or less in a minute. It has one of the biggest advantages than any other mine globally. The Chinese government not only allows mining but also encourages it by reducing electricity charges for the energy-hungry farms, and the delivery of equipment is cheap or even absolutely free. With the gold rush increasing, the mining farms are increasing too, and Bitcoin can supposedly replace classic money in the future.
Add